dangerous.
Yeah.
7:27 Central African Time. I'm joined by entrepreneur and visionary entrepreneur and founder of BAAB Media Group, BAAB.
Yes.
Oh, love it. BAAB Media Group, Zintle Ramano. Zintle, baby.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just so proud of you, girl. Like the things that you're doing. 1 minute you're traveling. Remember there was some time you were posting on your Instagram. You were like, oh yeah, I got the opportunity to go to some, amazing prestigious
I think it was Russia.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you're like, "Phew." And then you're coming
but
back.
legit Russia, not, other.
Girl. I feel like you're doing amazing work and we want to spotlight you.
Okay.
Founding a company like this, what has your experience been?
It's been like quite interesting. I think when I started the company, there wasn't really in South Africa a perspective of like what the meaning of digital marketing was, right? It was like cornered and limited by social media only. And then post-pandemic, I think that's when like bigger corporations and NPCs and all of that started to see the importance of like digitization. So it's been quite the journey, actually. Yeah.
I'm also quite interested to find out, what the Black woman's perspective is on digital marketing, because the way we are portrayed within the media space, I think, is very different to how the rest of the genders are and the races are. What has changed over the years? I mean, we're actually just kind of speaking briefly about it, like the sense of choice, the sense of liberation, right? But how do we navigate that in terms of also branding and strategic branding within the digital marketing space?
So I think like what's nice about digital marketing is that like Black women have been given an opportunity to kind of control their narrative and how we're perceived in society outside of our stereotypes, right? So you are now seeing more women who are entrepreneurs such as myself within like digital marketing spaces. There's also opportunities that are being opened, right? So you open your TikTok account or Instagram account. There's a funding opportunity that you can join. There's a woman in business or woman in tech community that you can join. So yeah, I think it really has changed how Black women are represented within media, and that's actually one of the reasons why we opened our company, because BAAB stands for Black, African and Beautiful. Right,
girl.
so
Eat. Those who haven't had breakfast, don't worry, she's eating.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And I think it's also important to kind of acknowledge that, because we're seeing more of the girls looking their best, standing out. We went through a very awkward phase though, and I want to acknowledge it. We went through a very awkward phase of this over-sexualization of women.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that
definitely.
was a really weird phase. Like,
it wasn't just women, it was like Black women.
Yeah.
And then other races started adopting our hypersexualized aesthetic, right? And I don't know, I think it's been toned down because before there were no community guidelines, right? So how people would show up, and now we were being opened to really awkward spaces in social media. And some people have made a brand off of that. They've made money off of that. But also at the same time, we have like Black women in business who are doing like phenomenal things. I mean, I have clients who focus on youth and women empowerment and all of that. So, yeah.
No, I don't know. It reminded me of, the likes of, she's going through a really drastic like digital marketing change right now. But Megan Thee Stallion, for example.
Oh yes,
she went from talking about her pearl of wisdom to actually now being the fully fledged entrepreneur. She dresses differently now. It's more modest.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It was a very awkward phase because to be honest, I didn't quite resonate with Black women when they were doing that. It was just like, this is hyper sexualization. Like this is intense.
No. Things have changed like a lot, right? So like with Megan Thee Stallion, it's also nice to see her as like a brand, because she's like from Houston. She's African American. African American women are very, very proud of like their sexuality and being sexual and celebrating their bodies, let me say that. And then I think as she started pivoting into mainstream media, probably her team was like, we need to tone it down a bit so that whatever message you're trying to communicate, right? Because like now she's like trying to be like the face of like women who have been victims of domestic violence and all of that, and how can she be an ally and show a message of like empowerment. And the way you communicate that, certain things have to die down, even though she is a female rapper, right? So yeah.
What are some of the PR digital marketing mistakes that you have kind of seen in the past couple of months, that you like when you see it on social media, you're like, oh my goodness, here we go?
Okay, so I mean, Cardi B.
Oh yeah, yes. Pookie.
So I would say from like a digital marketing perspective, I think she started rolling out the promotion for her album quite late already. The album is like 7 years late, right? And then simultaneously she's pregnant, right? And I'm a mother, so I love celebrating women who have the autonomy to choose motherhood on their own timelines, circumstances, and all of that. But for her fan base, sorry, I'm sick.
It's okay.
They're also like perceiving it as every time you want to drop an album, you're pregnant, and you use that as part of like your rollout, right? Ooh. So now even the marketing tactics aren't, the label, you can tell the label hasn't given her the budget for rollout and all of that. So yeah.
That's actually quite unfortunate though.
Yeah, because like now your personal life merges with your professional life, and you never see that happening with a man, right? Yeah.
And I think all of us are like, especially the girls, we're a little bit worried about it. I mean, when you look at how close the dates are to her postpartum, you're asking yourself, is she going to be okay? Is she going to be...
Yeah.
Because I think there's also a sense of, and I don't know if the likes of TikTok and how TikTok kind of reframes how we view people. But most of us are actually interested now in the people behind these brands. We want to know the you behind it. I get that you are this fantastic and phenomenal person, but who are you behind the brand? You have to exist out of that frame, as much as yes, you are Cardi B, but we're more worried about Belcalis instead, to say you're a woman and you're literally touring 2 months after giving birth, just spend time with your babies. It's unfortunate that the PR aspect of it, and perhaps yes, you're right, maybe the budget wasn't given to her, but you kind of think about it from that perspective, about how positioning ourselves as women in media or women in these entrepreneurial spaces, how it's so important for us to really be intentional about digital marketing. Is that what you kind of say, or when you approach clients, when clients approach you, what are some of the messages that you relate to them?
So from a digital marketing aspect, I like to tell my clients, like, people love to do business with people that they like, basically, right? So even you may want to navigate from your company or your brand, but a lot of times people marry the two, right? So how you communicate, if you say you're about women empowerment, right, and that is the mission and vision of the company, I would like to see that also on your personal Instagram feed or your LinkedIn. Tell me thought leadership pieces in terms of like, what does it look like to be the only woman in the boardroom, and how it can be intimidating to have your voice heard when you're surrounded by men, right, who may have their own opinions in terms of what being a woman in a professional space is, right? So there was even like a recent campaign for Women's Month was in August, and that I was working on, and majority of the people who were responsible for the campaign were men, right? And they would come and consult with me and be like, what are some of the issues and challenges that women face that we can communicate in this campaign? And I'm like, already we've started this campaign wrong, because it should be women in charge of this campaign, because then it will be communicated effectively and authentically. I think a nice way outside of women, let's say Black representation, there's a recent like Vaseline ad that has gone out, right? And it's been communicated by like, I think most of the production are Black and South African, and Vaseline within our spaces growing up, childhood memories and all of that. And like the picture is like grandma's hands going on the child's face, and that campaign is doing well because it's authentic, and the story is being told by people who actually have lived that experience.
And we resonate with it. I mean, we all had that moment. Whether it be our grandmother or an elder in the family who rubbed our face down with Vaseline.
Yeah, exactly.
So much so, it's kind of become like a... Vaseline is kind of the the name itself, it represents, not even represents, but it replaces the name of actual petroleum jelly. So we no longer say petroleum, we just say Vaseline.
I never even knew it was called petroleum jelly until probably my 20s. I was like, it's Vaseline.
It's like, no, it's Vaseline.
Everyone knows what it means.
No matter the brand, it's just Vaseline. So it is inventing season. I don't know where you guys like all sat down and said, September, we're going to inundate you. September, October, November. Event after event after event. We've got an event next week. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so we have an event called A Day Experience. It's taking place at the Ivy in Bedford View, which is a rooftop restaurant. And it's brought to you by BAAB Media Group and House of Secrets Africa. There'll be sushi. There'll be habli. We have packages also for groups, and it's going to be fun. The lineup is extravagant. So we've got famous Bobson from Nigeria coming in. We've got Mutlati Q, Humphrey West, Khosi Khadi, and much more. Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe.
So this event, I mean, what are we aiming to do? Are we bringing people together? Are we networking? Are we, because some of us, I'm a natural extrovert. So for me, when I hear the word event, I'm like, yes, let's go make friends. Let's go.
So what we want to do is like create an experience targeted at millennials, right? So we're trying to create a daytime experience because, at this age, millennials, by 9 o'clock, you want to be at home. You want to be asleep.
I never thought I'd get to that age, but yeah.
And there are very limited spaces where we can like exist and go to. So we thought like Thursday, perfect. First week of October, perfect. And just to create a luxurious experience in the heart of Bedford View. Yeah.
This is so exciting. So where can we find the tickets? Where can we find the packages? Where can we find you on social media as well?
You can visit me at BAAB Media, so that's BAAB Media on Instagram, and at Narcissistic on for my personal profile.
The furthest thing from a narcissist. Literally the furthest
I really
thing
am the
furthest thing from what I like. Literally an angel.
Oh, thank you.
Like your handle confuses me all the time, but I'm like,
really?
I'll ask her one day when we just sitting down and it again. Where does this come from?
It's satire. So yeah, at Narcissistic on Instagram as well.
Amazing stuff. Zintle, all the best.
Thank you so much.
I hope that everything you touch turns to gold.
Oh my gosh.
Every event that you do overflows. And if it's a Black woman business, sign us up. We really want to make sure that we spotlight amazing women who are doing the best out there. So shout out to you, Gala.
I'll be trying. Thank you. Right.
It is 7:40 Central African time. Let's enjoy some music right here on the Oasis.
This is the Oasis on Channel Africa with Ntsako Mhlanga.